On March 14, 2024, Starship Flight 9, officially Integrated Flight Test 3, or IFT-3, lifted off from SpaceX's Starbase in Texas. This marked the third attempt to fly the world's most powerful rocket, and the first time a full-stack Starship re-entered Earth's atmosphere without disintegrating. For SpaceX, the mission demonstrated not just incremental progress, but a bold stride toward rapid reusability on an unprecedented scale. The goal of IFT-3 was to reach orbital velocity, deploy experimental payloads, and survive re-entry to prove Starship's heat shield under extreme conditions. It came remarkably close. At T+1 hour 49 minutes, the upper stage was lost during its high-velocity re-entry over the Indian Ocean, but before that, Starship achieved more than any of its predecessors. B-10 then performed a boost-back burn and partial descent, reaching speeds over Mach 3 before breaking apart above the Gulf of Mexico. This was expected. Meanwhile, Starship, Ship 28, continued on a ballistic trajectory that peaked at over 200 kilometers in altitude. Onboard payloads were successfully deployed, and the vehicle coasted for over an hour before initiating its fiery re-entry. This re-entry was the real test. Traveling at nearly 27,000 kilometers per hour, Ship 28 slammed into the atmosphere at orbital speeds, far faster than the suborbital hops seen in earlier flights. Temperatures around the heat shield soared above 1,400 degrees Celsius. Telemetry remained strong until the final stages, when SpaceX lost contact. Live footage showed plasma licking the surface until transmission cut off abruptly, suggesting a rapid breakup rather than a controlled splashdown. Still, this marked the first time a full Starship stack completed the majority of an orbital-class re-entry, an enormous leap forward for SpaceX's reusability ambitions. Starship's development has never followed a conventional path. Since 2019, SpaceX has adopted a build-test-fail-learn strategy, rapidly iterating on prototypes at its Boca Chica site. The earliest flights, like the dramatic belly flop tests of SN8 to SN15, were low-altitude suborbital trials of the upper stage alone. They were designed to validate aerodynamic surfaces, tank pressurization, and landing maneuvers. Most exploded, but each failure taught invaluable lessons. The shift to full-stack launches came in 2023. IFT-1 in April ended in a spectacular mid-air detonation after several Raptor engines failed, and the flight termination system was triggered. IFT-2 in November went further, successfully separating stages and nearly reaching orbital velocity before both vehicles were lost due to an onboard fire and propellant issues respectively. IFT-3 represented a major step forward: successful stage separation, booster re-entry data, payload deployment, and near-complete upper stage re-entry. The failure to fully survive re-entry was a setback, but far from a surprise. Surviving re-entry is one of the most brutal challenges in spaceflight. At orbital speeds, spacecraft must shed massive amounts of kinetic energy in just a few minutes. Most of that energy is converted into heat through atmospheric compression and friction, enveloping the vehicle in a superheated plasma sheath. To withstand this, Starship relies on thousands of hexagonal ceramic tiles, each uniquely shaped to fit its surface contours. But these tiles are fragile. IFT-2 lost many during ascent, likely contributing to that vehicle's disintegration. For IFT-3, SpaceX improved tile adhesion and insulation, and initial data suggest much better performance. Thermal cameras captured brilliant plasma flows around intact tiles until moments before signal loss. The goal isn't just survival, it's reuse. NASA's space shuttle could re-enter safely, but required months of refurbishment. SpaceX wants Starship to land, refuel, and relaunch within days. That means no melted tiles, no scorched hardware, and no massive repair teams. They're not there yet, but they're getting closer. SpaceX has already stacked vehicles for IFT-4, potentially launching as soon as May 2024 pending FAA approval. This next mission will again attempt booster recovery, full orbital re-entry, and possibly a controlled splashdown or hover test of the upper stage. Iteration is happening fast. Meanwhile, future missions will expand test objectives, in-space refueling, extended coast phases, deep space operations, and eventually crewed flights. NASA has tapped Starship for its Artemis 3 lunar lander, targeting 2026. To meet that deadline, full reusability must be proven, soon. The implications of Starship's success extend far beyond Starbase. With more than 100 tons of payload capacity and full reusability, Starship could slash the cost of accessing space by an order of magnitude. It opens the door to massive satellite constellations, deep space cargo runs, and interplanetary missions. But the real vision is Mars. Elon Musk has long pitched Starship as the backbone of a multiplanetary future, capable of delivering people and infrastructure to the Red Planet. It's an audacious dream, but one grounded in hardware, telemetry, and flame-scorched ceramic tiles. IFT-3 was a trial by fire, and Starship is still flying through it.